So welcome back. This is going to be another interesting class because we are going to learn something very more interesting one. Okay, so what we are trying to do in this class is, you have studied about web scraping, right? By now you know what is web scraping. You also know how to use request module. You also know how to use beautiful soup module, right? And any HTML page is there, that how do you pull that data from that HTML page, and you can get the title from that, you can get the h1 tags from that, image tags from that. All that things we have done in the last class, right? So we'll do one project. Okay, the project is we'll be learning one more thing inside today's class, that is nothing but how to work with Excel files, work with Google spreadsheets. Okay, so Excel or Google spreadsheet, it's like both are like same itself. Google sheets or spreadsheets, whatever you want to call. Okay, that means right now if you want to, let's say, create a log of something, what you will do, you will actually open your Excel and you will start filling those rows and columns, right? Now I am going to tell you how can you automate that process. Well, you can automatically open the Excel file, you can automatically add some data inside that Excel file, remove some data from that Excel file, all those kind of stuff and all. Okay, so we'll be using one library for this. I'm talking about Google spreadsheets, not again Excel, but I think for Excel also you have one library, I think Open Excel XYL, something like this, I'm not sure, but something like this. If you just type what is the library to interact with Microsoft Excel, you will get the library that is available for that. Okay, but we'll be today using Google spreadsheets, and EZ Sheets is the library that we'll be using to interact with Google spreadsheets. Okay, similarly you can use this, I think it is this one itself, for Microsoft MS Excel. Okay, depends on which one you want to do. So we'll be doing one thing, we'll be actually combining these two. Okay, we'll be using the knowledge of web scraping, what we have studied, plus we'll be using the knowledge which we are going to study about Google spreadsheets. Okay, Google spreadsheets. Okay, so what the task will be, I'll give you a website. Okay, I'll give you a URL. You should actually make a request to that particular URL, pull all the data, I mean you should perform web scraping on that, you should pull all the data from that, and you should remove all the h1 tags from that particular website. Remove all the h1 tag and get the text that is available inside the h1 tag and add it inside an Excel sheet. Cool? So cool, right? So we are actually going to the website, pulling some data automatically from some website, pulling all the h1 tags that are available inside that HTML document, and then getting the text that is available inside the h1 tag and adding it inside the Excel sheet, right? So the part which we have already done, let's do that. I mean this part, you already know I've done this part, right? So let's do that. Let's fire up our VS Code. Let's close this guy, bring in something like I think day 20, maybe day 20, day 29 I feel. Okay, and in the next last lecture we'll be actually seeing about scheduling tasks. Okay, that will be a short lecture but very interesting because you can schedule everything. You can actually shut down your computer, you can actually start schedule tasks and all. So we'll create two folders as we do every time, notes plus the one which we have is notes, and the second one which we are going to have is code. Let's go inside code and let's write scrape .py, scrapy, scrape scrape. Forgive me if I did a typo, spelling mistake here. Scrape.py. Okay, so let's import request module first of all, because we want to make a request to a particular URL, right, as req. We'll also import beautiful soup because we are going to scrape the website from BS4. Import beautiful soup, very simple, right? So let's make a request dot, we'll do a get request. Okay, get request, get, post, delete, update, all those requests are available. Which website will do? Let's do it for this. Okay, So by default, browser will do get request. I've already told, right? So we have opened this website on browser. That means this is the page which we want to scrape from. If you're able to do it, open it on browser, that means a get request will work for this particular URL. Okay, get request will work. If this is opening in browser, that means a get request will work for this particular URL. So you can make a get request and you will get some data from that. So I'll just say response. Okay, looks good. You must have figured out this mistake which I made. And let's print and see res. Okay, simple, nothing much. Let's see what is there inside res. So go inside code and just run the file python scrape.py. Is that? Yes, it is. Module not found, request. Oh, sorry. So yes, we have got a response 200. We have already told that 200 basically means a success response, right? So let's do res.content. Res.json is there, res.body is there, res.content is there, lots of stuff. Okay, perfect. So if you do res.content, I'm getting the whole HTML page. If you see here, it is ending with HTML, right? Body and HTML, that means this is an HTML page, right? Perfect. So we should actually create a beautiful soup object, right? bs4 is actually equals to beautiful soup, and we'll just pass the res.content here. That means HTML, whatever code we have got is actually there in which variable? Res.content, right? So we'll give that HTML code to the beautiful soup and we'll tell which parser we want. So right now we can use HTML5 parser. HTML5, I think we were using, I'll just go to documentation. Beautiful soup. We were using HTML. I forgot the spelling exactly for that. Come on, where are you? Okay, here it is. So where is the documentation for this? Where you are for building the documentation. Oh, this looks a different language for me. Okay, so let's HTML5 parser. Okay, HTML.parser is fine. HTML.parser. This is just going to parse the data. Okay, structure, whatever the HTML document is going to be there, right? You will actually study it in this and all, how exactly the compiler works. It actually creates a parse tree and all, where parsing basically means all the similar elements will be kept one side and all those kind of lots of stuff will be done. Okay, so this is what we do. Now we'll have the bs4 object. Let's print and see bs4. What is there inside bs4? bs4 beautiful soup will actually take an HTML document here as an input. Okay, and here in res.content we have HTML. We have printed and seen here. Let's check. bs4 is actually now a parsed HTML document. Looks superb. Okay, looks good. So let's go and search little bit on documentation. How do we soup.prettify we can do? Okay, let's do that. Soup dot. Okay, so I have named it soup. Sounds a nice name for me, so I changed it. Okay, however it is not going to make any difference. Soup.prettify. Come on, suggest what's the function? Pretty. Yes, here it is. Prettify. Okay, is it a function or a variable? It's a function. Okay, looks good. So that's it. And now you must see nice prettified HTML part. Looks good. See, now it is properly formatted. This is JavaScript, so it is coming like this. So this is not HTML. Any web page, whatever is there, right? It is actually a combination of HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Where did it go? Come on. Okay, fine. Let's not waste our time inside that. But we want to actually figure out. We have actually pulled the data, right? So whatever code is there, whatever HTML code is there written for this particular website, we have actually pulled that data on a laptop right now, right? Now we want to figure out all the h1 tags that are available inside this, right? I've already told you can just go to view page source and you can click on this. This is the code what is there. This code whatever is there here, right? We have pulled it now. Where we have pulled it, it is right now available on a laptop. Okay, here and VS Code here. Okay, so now we want to figure out all the h1 tags that are available inside this. So how to figure out that? We have some functions, right, in soup. If you want title of the HTML page, you can type soup.title. You will get whatever title is written here, right? See here it is written learn full stack web development. This title you will get. If you want to just check, let's do soup.title. Okay, it's a variable, I feel, not a function. So it should print me the title of the HTML documents here. Title is printing actually learn full stack development with interactive course photo is exactly there here, right? This is the title of the document. You want to pull all the h1s, right? So let's figure out, find out all the h1s. Soup.p, soup.p of class and all this kind of. Soup.find is there. Find all is. Wow, looks good. Soup.find function you can use, right? There are different things which you can use. So I will also use soup.find h1 tags, or I can directly say here soup.h1 also I can say. It will give me all h1. I'll use soup.find all function. Okay, soup.find underscore all h1. Okay, very simple. Let's go. We have to figure out all the h1 tags that are available inside this, and there are, I have got a list. If you see here, this is a list, right? Yes, this is a list, and there is one, I don't know how much are there, but I will just iterate over this now. If this is a list, I want to iterate over this, so I will just say for x in soup dot find all, or else we can do like this, all h1 is equals to soup dot find all h1s. Find all h1s. It is actually stored in, now all h1s are stored in this. It is actually a list, right? So you know how to iterate over a list for x in all h1. Very simple, right? And print x, if I do, it will print each h1 now, each h1 tag that is available. You just run this, you will get C like this. Okay, each h1 tag that is available. Very simple, nothing much difficult. Now what I want is, inside this h1, what is the text that is available? That I want. Correct? Inside this h1 where we have text, yes, this whatever text is available here, that is what we want, right? So how to get the text? See here, find is they have told. If you want to find by class, you can use by class. If you want to find by ID, you can use by find by ID. There are lots of functions available in Beautiful Soup, so just check out to get understand all those kind of. See, find by ID is there and all. Find by class is there. Okay, so how do I get the value of it? I think there is a dot value. Body dot value. Where are those functions which I want? Let me search here. Value is there. Where? Tag dot name, tag dot value. Let's try to do this h1 dot value. I feel this should give us the value that is there. If not, no, it is not. None. It is showing. That means how to get the value that is available inside a tag. I hope you got the point, right? This is actually a whole h1 tag. I don't want to hold the h1 tag, right? I just want what is written inside this h1 tag. For example, the learn programming is written, right? Only that much part I want. I don't want the whole h1. Maybe there are only one h1 here. Let's try to check for p's. How many p's are there? That means how many paragraphs are there? Multiple paragraphs, man. Many are there, I feel. See here, many. Oh, lot are there. I'll just say, give me all the paragraphs, okay? And out of this, I don't want all, I just want the first 5. Okay, so I'll just slice it from 0 till 5 maybe. So that I'll get only the first 5. Okay, see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First 5 I have got, only because I have written here, slice it. Whatever list answer you will get right here, a list you will get. I am slicing that list from 0 to 5. That's it, and that will be stored here. So I'll just say all p's. All p's. So 5 p's are there. Okay, perfect. This paragraphs, whatever we have fetched right now, right? We want to put this inside the Excel sheet, right? Yeah, but I want to get the value of this paragraph. So see the value of this paragraph. This is a p tag, okay? And the value what is there inside this p tag is this line. This whatever is there. Okay, this one. So how do we actually get the value of this? So let's check it somewhere else. Oh, come on. Okay, let's check it somewhere else. Come on. How do you get it? This is how you prettify it and all. See, you can use HTML file lib parser also. And see, it's only that there are different ways of parsing it. Okay, so HTML file lib might be doing it in different way, the parse tree, and the one we have used, HTML.parser, might be doing it in different way. Both's purpose is basically to parse. Okay, so how to get the value is dot text. Perfect. Dot text, and that's it. All the elements value should be there. Yes, we have got it. See here. This is exactly what the value is there in these lines. Okay? Perfect. We have got this right. We have to append this now into an Excel sheet, right? Looks good. Let's install the library. Pip install ez sheets. Perfect. So my ez sheets is actually installing. Till then, let's open the documentation of ez sheets. Our beautiful soup is done. So let's open ez sheets. Ez sheets Python. Perfect. So ez sheets.py, here we are. We have installed this. I just want you to go to documentation. We have to import this and create a spreadsheet, it seems. See here, first of all you have to create a spreadsheet. Okay, so first of all they're telling you that quick guide, pip install ez sheets. First you need to enable Google Sheets API. Okay, so first of all, if you want to use Google Sheets, right, then you have to first of all enable this Google Sheets API by going on this link. Click the blue enable the Google Sheets API link. Okay, where is it? Enable Google Sheets API. Create a project to enable Google Sheets project to enable API. Okay, so I think mine must be already enabled. I'm sure it must be enabled, or else I could have seen a button here to create a Google Cloud. Create a Google Cloud project. I don't think this guy. Let's check. Ez sheets. If you are unable, click the blue button. Blue enable the Google Sheets API button. Where is the blue color button? Enable Google Sheets API. Let's search if it is there. Enable Google Sheets API. Is it there? Not there. Based on the session, create Google Sheets API overview. Okay, let's check this. Create spreadsheets, write and read into spreadsheets. Oh, nice. Update, all this kind of stuff are there. You can download. For different languages, you can use. I think something where we are missing. Okay, so first of all let me import ez sheets. So first time when you run ez sheets, right, that time it will ask you to log in. Okay, let's run this first of all and see. I have not done anything. Sorry, I have already imported it. When you import first time ez sheets, right, first time if you're doing, I think it should ask you to log in. I'm not wrong. No. Okay, I had read it somewhere. If you aren't logged in Google, okay, if you are not logged in, then it will ask you to log in, but however I am logged in inside my Google account. But enable Google Sheets API. Okay, this is not coming for me, so let's type enable Google Sheets API. Enable disable APIs. API console. Okay, mine is enabled for sure. You have to go to this link to enable yours Google Sheet API. Come on. So I think you have to create a project here to enable. So I will create a new project. Let's say scraping. Just scraping. No need to display any resource. Search projects and folders. Okay. Create a new project. New project. My project name is Scarping. Scraping. I don't want to any organization and all. So we have created a project scraping. Protect your account from attackers. Secure now. Dismiss. Okay. Select project scraping. So let's select this project scraping. See here you should get the selects a scraping project. Okay, your project must be selected. Perfect. Now here it is showing scraping. So I am inside my scraping project now. Now I can enable. Okay, enable APIs and services here. Just click on this. My laptop is running slow or how is it? So I want Google Sheets API, right? So you can see this is how you can. I'll tell you something extra also. Okay, so this is where you can actually enable Google Maps API. So if you want actually Google Maps inside your application and all, this is how you have to do it. And you have to enable the roads API, directions API if you want, maps API. If you want some other things, okay, if you want some cloud vision API, this through this you can actually detect objects and all those. If you want some language translation, cloud to speech text conversions are there. If you want Gmail and all this kind of stuff, right, you can enable this. There are YouTube's API also. Wow, looks good. AdSense and all is there. If you want to enable that, all those things you can enable. Right now I just need Google Sheets API for my project, so let me just do that. Enable this. So however my keys will be exposed right now in front of you all. My keys are very important. Okay, so I'll just remove those keys, okay, as soon as I'm done with this video. Okay, so that no one will be able to misuse those keys. I'll just delete this project afterwards. Okay, so I'll get a few very important things here. My Google API, my Google Sheets API is actually being enabled right now. Looks super cool, right? So you go to credentials and you will get your details. Okay, what details I want actually is create details. Okay, and I think we need, let's check what all we need for this. If you enable the Google Sheets API button, okay, we have done that. If you are not logged in, I recommend using a separate Google account, especially for made for your Python scripts. On the window appears, click download client configuration button to download the credentials.json. Enable the file, rename this file to credentialsheets.json. Place the file in the same folder as your Python script. Okay, next you want to install the EZ module. Pip install upgrade EZ. Okay, import EZ, and then actually you need to say ez.spreadsheet, create a spreadsheet. You can provide the spreadsheet ID. Also, okay, create a spreadsheet object by using spreadsheet URL. Okay, the first time. Okay, no problem. So let's go here. I don't need any credentials and all, I feel. Configure, I need to actually get some file here. This file will get, okay, so here they have told credentials.json file. This file I want. Service account request users to, so that app can use the user. Identify the project using a simple API key. Let me choose. No. There's a better documentation for this. Is it? Enable Google Sheets API. Go to this. You should see a button to enable it. Yes, we have enabled it, but I want the file. Okay, so API console, after getting started, explore on left side credentials, create a credential and auth client ID and select others as a test. Create, download the JSON file. Okay, perfect, looks good. This is how you learn. Okay, you actually go and read. Choose how you want to register your application for your target users. I think to go to credentials. Remember you to configure the OAuth screen with information about your application. Okay, so here OAuth client ID is what was been told. So let's do this, and I will get a file. Where is that? Client ID is used to identify a single app of Google Auths. Your app runs on multiple apps. You will need to use your own client. I'm setting up OAuth. What is been told here? Create ID and OAuth client ID. Select others and okay, let's do one thing. Okay, I just need an API key. The key is unrestricted to prevent unauthorized user. We recommend you to restrict. Okay, so I'll copy this API key. Whew. This is not properly told. Okay, let's read somewhere else. Okay, so we have to actually do one thing. Create credentials button. Okay, we have done that. To generate credential file, create credential button, generate OAuth client ID for your application. Select other and give it a file name. Okay, so we have to not only generate this API key, we have to actually generate OAuth client ID. Okay, what is this? Free trial is $300. You will be charged if you run out of credit. Okay, configure screen. Create a client is used to see this for more information. To create OAuth, you must first configure this one. Okay, I'll configure this one. Only available to users within our organization. Okay, available to any test user with a Google account. I'll just click this. Once the app is ready, push to production. You may need to verify. Okay. Oh, we have to type all this. What? It's Scrapy is our app name. This is the email address which I want to use. I don't have any app logo. App domain is not there. Policy, these all things I don't have. So domain, no, I don't have. Save and continue. I'll do. Email address. Okay, so I'll just put my developer email address. GP. Okay, perfect. So we have done, I feel. Add or remove scopes. Okay, you restricted scopes, you're sensitive. Okay, save and continue. I'll do, and save and continue. Okay, go back to dashboard. Okay, perfect. So go to credentials now and actually create that client ID also. Application type is actually a web application. I'll just type web application. The name, so I'll just name it Scrapy itself. Scrapy. Scrapy looks good. Redirect nothing. I don't want to do anything. This is just for the initial time you have to set up, okay? After this you don't have to set up, don't worry. Okay, so download JSON. Yeah, this is what I was looking. You don't have to do afterwards, I repeat, just for the first time, okay? Where is my Python Bootcamp project? I think day 29. You should keep this in same folder where your code is there, okay? So I'm putting it in this folder. Perfect. So I must see a file inside here, client secret.json. We'll rename this file because looks that very td. They have told here that you can rename. Download client configuration, rename this file to this line, okay? Perfect. And keep it in same folder, okay? How I understood, docs. Okay, so yeah, perfect, looks good. Okay, so that is here, only nothing is there. It's a JSON file where you have the client ID and the project URL or something like that, which is actually going to be unique for everyone. Okay, perfect. Once we do that, they're saying let's upgrade it. Okay, let's do it once again. Upgrade it, but I don't think it should create any problem because we have installed it just right now. Perfect. Once upgradation is done, then we are supposed to say create a spreadsheet by saying import spreadsheet. Yes, and you should use this module dot spreadsheet google docs.com. Then we have something written here. Okay, you can also provide a spreadsheet ID as a part of URL. Okay, perfect. Where do I get spreadsheet ID from? But I think we have to create a spreadsheet. Create a spreadsheet object by using the spreadsheet URL. Whew. Spreadsheet objects. Okay, so in Google, spreadsheet may contain multiple sheets. Okay, so yeah, so this is very important thing which I wanted to tell. Let's say I will open a Google spreadsheet first of all. Okay. Okay, so when I open Google spreadsheet, right, you have an Excel file, right, and inside that Excel file you may contain multiple Excel sheets. Will you agree with me? Yes, right? One Excel file will be there, and inside that one Excel file you may have multiple Excel sheets. So same thing here also. Okay, same thing here also, one spreadsheet. Okay, and inside one spreadsheet there might be multiple sheets. That is what you have to understand. Okay, so one spreadsheet may contain multiple sheets. Okay, and those multiple sheets are also called as worksheets. So one Excel file will be there, or one spreadsheet will be there, and inside that one spreadsheet you may have multiple worksheets. Okay, and each sheet will contain the rows and the columns and all those kind of stuff, something like this. This is actually one spreadsheet, and this is the sheet one of that, the first spreadsheet. If you want one more sheet, you can create one more sheet. Just here, sheet 1, sheet 2, two sheets came now. Okay, so I'll go to sheet 1. Okay, and I've created this sheet. Now I'll just copy this URL. This is the important URL for me, so I'll just copy this URL and I will just go to my scraped.py. EZ module we have already imported. We want to do all this kind of stuff. And after doing all this kind of stuff, let's actually do one more thing here. After this, okay, let's say spreadsheet, I'll just call it S is equal to EZ sheets dot, what is the function which you have to call? Where is documentation? Dot spreadsheet. Okay, how do you create a spreadsheet? First of all, you should type sp spreadsheet. Okay, and inside this you should pass the URL which I have copied after creating the spreadsheet here. Okay, very simple. Let's go back here. Okay, come on, where is the documentation? Yeah, so this is how you create a new spreadsheet. Okay, so we have created a new spreadsheet. Now we have to just say, if you want the title of that, you can say spreadsheet.title. If you want the data from that, you can say that if you want to check all the sheets, you can check all the sheets. If you want the sheet 0, you can select the sheet 0. Let's change the title here to Scrapy. Okay, Perfect, looks good. So sheet 1 is there here. Okay, let's try to see if it is able to detect the title and all those kind of stuff. So S is the object, right? So after doing, let's try to do here itself. After connecting, just say yes dot. I'll just comment out this still for now. Okay, we'll pull all that. Okay, yes dot. I just want to check title of this sheet. Title. Print this. Let's check whether it will print or not. Hoping that it will print. First of all, it is going to ask me for login. I feel you can't sign in into this app because does not comply. You are app developer. Register. Okay. So I think there is some issue. They have updated some policies and all. Because of that, it might be giving me some issues. Redirect URL, which is, you should see your client ID. Go to the Google console and look under API access. You should see your client address and secret key there along with the redirect URLs. If the URI you want isn't listed, edit setting and add the URI. Okay. So like that we have to do or what? So I have to actually go back to that console again. I close that tab, I feel. So I have to add a redirect URL. This URL I will add there. Okay. Sorry, not this URL. Okay, this URL we have to add so that it can log in. Let's try. Okay, so inside OAuth screen, because this is all because some security upgradation has been done, I feel, because of that. Why is it so slow here? OAuth rate limits. Okay, so somewhere we can add here. Credentials. Here it was been told. You will see under API access, you will see client ID and all those kind of stuff. Under API access, where is API access here? Okay, I have here my client ID and all. What is this key? API key you're doing? This will actually make sure that application is unique. Okay, I mean to make sure that anyone will not actually put the data in someone else account. Okay, so I'll delete this. Don't worry if this is exposed also. Add URI, add redirect URI. Let me add this URI where it is trying to actually sign in. Okay, just to cross verify this sign in URI. Okay, from where this came, the first time you are going to run the EZ module, right? That time it is actually here. Going to actually here it is. Please visit the URL. This URL. This is the URL which we want to add there. Why we want to add there, I'll tell you. Okay, because the first time it is just trying to cross verify whether it's you or not. Copy and Control Shift C I typed. Okay, so and let's put it there. Okay, and that's it, I feel. Now let's save it, and now action failed. Okay, why? The attempt action failed. Why, brother? Request for use with request from body for use with request. I hope the URL I have copied is correct. Here also it is there, I feel. Okay, looks good. Attempt action failed. Please try again. Why, man? This was not there before, so now it's there because I told you, right? OAuth. Opening, come on. Oh, sorry, I think because my, okay, because of internet connection it was showing like that, I feel, because supply, electric supply is not there here, so I think because of that it happened. Let's try it out. And tomorrow we'll be actually trying to reschedule things. Okay, so whatever program we have written, we may actually try to reschedule things, certain things. So now it should work, I feel. Come on, come on, come on. Let me copy this guy first of all. Here you are. Yes, perfect. So come on, connect to hotspot. Yes, here we go. So let's go to this one, add this URL and ask it that, hey, please allow us to log in. If you allow us, then save failed. The request became because it was invalid. It was invalid. Seriously. Okay. Let's check. Okay, let's copy from here and check. Okay, I'll try one more time, brother. Is it okay for you now? Client saved. Okay, let's try it now. One more time. So let's where you are, yes. Hope so. Now it will work. No. Let's do it one more time. Okay, so first time, so again it is going and asking this one. 400 redirect URI mismatch. You can't sign in into because it does not comply with request details. If you're an app developer, make sure to add these request details comply with Google's policies. Redirect URI. So I think we are doing something wrong. Kind of matches because of platform. In my case, it was API manager credentials. The authorized URI includes all the local host links by default and live versions needed. Okay. Okay, come on, where should I add those things? For my web application, I would correct my mistake by writing download JSON. Okay, open the JSON file and find parameters like redirect URIs. I choose to use this. Okay, where is redirect URI? Is it there? Project ID auth URI, token URI, okay, auth provider URI, client secret. Opening the existing browser session, call with multiple threads. This application. So long time of debugging this one. So I'll do one thing, I'll not waste your time. I will just debug this and I'll come back. Okay, so let me pause this video.